Yo, what's going on, guys? A few months ago, I talked about how the MLB, the NHL, and the NBA, aka Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, and National Basketball Association, were teaming up to buy out all the regional sport networks. However, today I came across a post from, ironically, the New York Post. Josh Kosman is the journalist who posted this, and this is an article from December 18th. And basically, it's unlikely they're not going to save regional sports networks. So, shout out for him for this information, but let's talk about it. Now, the talk was for those three sport leagues to combine into basically their own entity to buy out the nation's dominant owner of regional sport networks has now faltered, raising the likelihood of a bankruptcy filing that could hasten a nationwide migration of sports fans away from cable TV, the New York Post reports. This comes exclusively after the Post reported that Diamond Sports Group, which operates 21 Bally Sports-branded regional sport networks, aka RSNs. So for the rest of the video, RSNs are regional sport networks that account for more than half the local broadcasts around the country, have been in talks themselves about selling those sport rights for the leagues as much as $3 billion because that's how much they're in debt. And Diamond, a union of Sinclair Broadcast Group, which I'm in Maryland right now, which is where my folks live. I'm at my dad's house right now. My dad's house is 10 minutes away from Sinclair Broadcast Group's headquarters. My mom's house is literally less than 5 minutes away from Sinclair Broadcast Group. And Sinclair Broadcast Group, Diamond, surprised investors on November 28th by slashing its outlook for this year's profitability in a half as a cord cutting continues to dog the industry. The league no longer are willing to pay a premium in the buyout, and creditors are instead bracing to take their chances in bankruptcy court in the first half of next year. So basically, what this is telling us is there was a deal to buy Diamond, like the MLB, NBA, and NHL. We're going to buy Diamond, which is like the number one owner of RSNs. And then on 28th, they found out that the profitability is 50% down. So the leagues are like, F no, we're not going to pay a premium on this. So the RSN, aka the creditors of the RSN, are like, okay, F that, we're going to take our chances on what we can get in bankruptcy court. And basically, that means Diamond's, the slew of unprofitable broadcasting contracts will likely be rejected, and its decades-old cable TV-based broadcast, business model will go out the window as deals are cut to stream live games online. Sources says the MLB could potentially step up as a temporary platform next year, but the streaming rights are expected to end up with big tech companies like Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, YouTube. Google and YouTube are the same thing. And right now, this is how it works. So Bally Sports North is like Timberwolves, is like Minnesota Sports, Bally Sports Wisconsin. Like if you know where Bally Sports you are, it's like all these kind of like mid-major networks, like mid-major cities. And yeah, it's interesting to see how this all plays out. I think what it tells us is that the bankruptcy could open some new doors to deal making and stuff like that. And we've seen like teams be able to, find out ways to argue like contracts. So this is a good article, but as the industry, reworks, while sports used to help cable companies sell subscriptions, broadcasts increasingly have, needing to find a way to look at the cord cutting thing and find a way to get younger audiences to watch their games.